Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Now, this is going to be a motivational episode for you guys. It might not even be a full episode. I don't know if I just overall run out of things to talk about, and then I'm probably just going to end this under 15 minutes. But I'm going to try to make it past 15 minutes and stuff without sounding like I'm repeating myself. But anyways, so I know a lot of people are suffering from this whole coronavirus situation. I know a lot of you guys are probably having a lot of lack of motivation. I know I have, and I see people like post about it. I seen because that's the whole reason why I'm even doing this episode, because I had seen this meme that a friend of mine had shared on Facebook, where it's like just when you thought your life was getting back together, and it was more so talking about this whole coronavirus situation, and that's why I wanted to come out and say it's like, don't allow this virus pandemic, don't allow this to like halt what you got going on in your life. You know, like and it's just kind of like, to use me as an example, I feel like that this is the perfect opportunity to get my life together. I mean, yeah, I can't go out and about, I can't go nowhere and things, but it's taking time to focus on myself, focus on my career, focus on goals that I want to accomplish. So I don't honestly see how my life, like I've had some moments throughout this whole quarantine, pandemic, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it and stuff. Yeah, because at the start of it, I dealt with depression heavily. And then it was like being cooped up in the house. So I started going out on walks. I started walking up to this store down the street from my house and just getting me a Red Bull every other day. I've been doing that. Then, of course, I've been staying up late at night recording videos. Like, I'm not going to allow something to stop what I got going on. Like, you know, and that's the funny thing about this, that with this whole coronavirus situation, is that what I'm doing right now with YouTube, this is what I was doing like 5 years ago when I originally started YouTube. It's funny because this was the same month. When did I create my gaming channel? Now I gotta look up when I created my gaming channel, because because I remember creating my gaming channel this month 5 years ago. So dang, this might be it, guys. But I need to see when I created my gaming channel. I created it on the 9th. Dang, I passed the anniversary. Dang, my gaming channel is 5 years old. Wow, that's crazy. I should have did like a celebration or something. I should do a celebration tonight, like a 5-year celebration. Just play some random video game and then just go over the memories of all this stuff. But yeah, overall, like, I'm still going to record videos. I'm still going to post stuff. I'm still going to come up with content. And yeah, like I was saying, like 5 years ago, I kind of was already doing what I'm doing now. Like, just staying home recording videos. You know, so it's like nothing has like really changed. Like, in fact, this is what I wanted. I wanted this. I wanted to be able to stay home and record videos. So I asked for it. So now I feel like that this is my opportunity to prove to myself that I have what it takes to, like, you know, be this YouTuber that I want to be. So yeah, I'm not going to give up what I got going on in life. Like, that's why I'm like, yeah, don't allow things like this to, you know, stop you from being who you want to be and things. Figure out something. That's why I'm like, I always try to like get into people's like creative side. You know, I tell people, be creative, put your like creations out there and stuff. I was just like, a friend of mine, she was just like, she had messaged me and was overall talking about like how dope it is that I'm like doing all the YouTube stuff, like with all the problems I face and things. And I really did appreciate that. I did. Like, that was something that I needed to hear. Like, to know that somebody, like, is seriously supporting me on the sidelines and things like that's dope. And then it was just today, she was, like, out of all the things she could have sent me, she sent me this article about this. Because I had posted a video of me flipping out on this level of Spider-Man. And, Mary Jane was in some building, and then a spider had got on her and was crawling. And I'm like, nah. I would have screamed. I probably would have flipped the table over. I'm like, I'm not cut out for that type of behavior. But anyways, she sent me an article about how a woman is like quarantined with 50 spiders and stuff. And I'm like, I would have, just so people know, like, I'm not good with spiders. I'd prefer to stay far, far away from them. So a woman like that, I would see that's something now I'm like, dang, like, am I gonna be like thinking about that? Like, when you like start talking to a girl and things, and I'm like, let me see if she got any like weird, like she talking about, oh, I got a few pets at home. I'm like, oh, what kind? Like, don't try to hide that from me now that you brought it up. Like, what kind of pets? What kind of pets do you got? I like how I just got so off to topic and things like. But anyways, yeah, I ain't hit my inner creative side. Like, I was gonna go on forever if y'all would have allowed me. But anyways, but yeah, it's like I had like a friend of mine's like messaging me overall. Like, like saying how much they enjoyed that video, that little Spider-Man video I posted. And so it's stuff like that. And then it's just also like knowing that my friends are like watching my videos, listening to my podcast, actually like doing something to help me out and things. Like, it's really supportive. It's very, very supportive. And then for them to go out of their way and tell me that they're doing that, like, I really do appreciate it. That's something that, like, I feel like that's like the key to motivation, is to know that there are people actually there supporting you and stuff. My thing is that it's like, it's not enough people that's doing that. And so, yeah, that's why I encourage people. Like, I always tell people, even if they're not even posting about stuff like that, I tell them to post stuff like that. It's like when people, when they come to me and they start talking about YouTube, or when they start talking about a podcast, and that's why I'm like, you should do it. Like, that's why I'm like, it was the person that got me into podcasting. The friend of mine's, Angela. I made like a whole episode. Go back to like I think it was the first season of my podcast. It was either the first season or the second season. But I did an episode like dedicated to her because I felt like that it was like rightfully so. She's the whole reason why I'm even doing a podcast. So I remember when around the time when I started the TMossBoss show, I told her, I'm like, yo, like, because she says that she listens to podcasts. I told her, like, you should create a podcast. You would be good at it. Like, you're already listening to podcasts. You could get some ideas and things. I'll help you out with everything because I'm like, I ain't got nothing else to do. So, yeah, I'm like, you should do it. I was even telling a friend of mine because I think she said that she was like, she would like the idea of creating a podcast, but she overall wouldn't know what to do. And I was throwing out, I was like brainstorming with her. I was throwing out so many ideas. I was just like, you could talk about, because I remember she took a trip overseas. She was gone for all this time. I'm like, you could talk about your experience overseas and things. What else? And then she had posted some cooking stuff. I'm like, you could do a YouTube channel about cooking. Like, you ain't got it. Like, I think she was like, I think that's what she said. Like, she ain't a professional at it. And I'm like, look, I'm not a professional camera person, a professional editor. I'm not professional anything when it comes to YouTube. I've been on YouTube for like 10 years and I still feel like I'm doing amateur stuff. Like, I treat it like a professional job though. I treat it like a professional job. And I feel like if you're doing that where you are treating it as like something professional, then what do you honestly have to lose? I think it's like with some people, they're just overall shy. Like, and I can understand, like, if you're a little quiet and things, like, it's cool. Like, I was quiet too when I started off on YouTube. I've said that numerous times before. When I started off on YouTube, I was quiet. I didn't even want to be in the camera. I was recording everything around me besides me. But puberty hit. I got an iPad. My voice sounded all deep. Next thing you know, I was making videos left and right. Like, I wouldn't say I was making videos like how I am now, but I was making me some videos and things. And then 2015 happened. I created my gaming channel. I was doing like 14, 15 videos a day. And then I started making videos on my main channel. And then as the time progressed on, I created more channels, came out with different content. Like, that's the thing. Do not let anything, okay, get in the way of what you want to be successful at. Don't let anything get in the way of what you want to be successful at. I encourage people, hit that inner creative side to you. Stuff you think you wouldn't do it. That's the thing, I'm like still trying to build the courage to do stuff. Because that's one thing I know people would probably think, like, that's probably something that people would overall laugh at, but I'm like, I'm dead serious about it and things. Like, I want to make music, but add lyrics to it, Excuse me. Overall, if I'm rapping, I don't know, I'll probably have to go, is there singing classes? I wouldn't mind singing. I think singing would be a lot better. It requires less lyrics and stuff. If I just hit me some, like, high notes occasionally here and there, I feel like I got, like, the vocals for it and stuff, but I'm like, I definitely would need to like join like one of them. I think, yeah, they should have singing classes. Then it's like you overall practicing things. Yeah, it's like anything is possible. So if you want to do that, join the singing class, join the acting class, join any type of class. Do whatever, do something that you think you wouldn't do. If you get the sweats, get the sweats. I don't know how many times like when I was making videos or doing certain things, I was getting the sweats heavily. I think when I started doing my podcast, because I was, well, actually, no, I don't think I was getting this right, because I was like, I'm gonna treat this like YouTube and stuff. So, but even in videos, like I'm like, there's times when I make certain videos and I get nervous about it. There's things I overall thought I wouldn't do, and I ended up doing it, like doing voiceover videos and stuff. I never thought I did voiceover videos, but then I started watching, or then one day I just started doing them, and then next thing you know, I'm like, yo, I like this. I like this a lot. I plan on doing some more voiceover. I'm probably going to work on some voiceover videos tonight. I keep saying I am and then keep pushing it off. But, yeah. It's, just don't overall let stuff get in the way of things. So, yeah, with this whole pandemic that's going on, it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. To me, it doesn't. Like, I know it's and that's the thing. Like, I do want to go outside. I do want to, there's like things that I need to buy. Like I need to buy me a new computer. I need to what else? Mainly a new computer. That's about it. I want to buy shoes, but I'm like, there's no shoe store open. I don't want to get any of these things online because I'm like, I don't trust it. But yeah, freaking life is weird right now. But don't let it get in the way of what you got going on and stuff. So yeah. That's all I really have to say. Like, it ain't even past the 15-minute mark. I like making things past the 15-minute mark. That's my OCD when it comes to my podcast. Like, I can't think of anything else to talk about. That's messed up, man. Guess I could get me a water break. Add a few more seconds to this. Bro, Fiji water, man. They put something in Fiji water. Fiji water should not be that good, but it's good, and I love it a lot. So I'm like, bro, tomorrow, I think I need to, like, just overall buy me some more Fiji water and stuff, because I like it. I like it a lot. Don't tell me there's something in my water. No, there ain't nothing in my water. It's just a reflection. Okay, it's all Gucci and stuff. But anyways, man, what kind of time? I don't know. Subscribe to my YouTube channels, I guess. Like, I'm trying to figure out things I can talk about. Overall, this is going to still be a motivational episode and things, but, like, I guess whatever you got going on in life, don't give up on it, or don't, stop it because you got something else going on, it's like, it doesn't really matter. Like, that's my thing, is that, in the beginning of all of this, when I was, like, dealing, with depression, it was, like, hitting me hard. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all remember when I did the emotional episodes. Like, yeah, around that time, because that was at the beginning of all of this. So, I got hit pretty hard, and then I was like, dang, like, I don't even know what I'm overall going to do. And then I remember I said I was going to take a break and things from YouTube, and I kind of did. Like, I overall was just, doing like things that didn't really require my face to be involved in things. Like, I kind of went all the way back to like my 2010 days and things, because back in 2010 I was I didn't want to be in front of the camera and stuff, and so I just overall figure I'll still do my podcast, which I did. I think I worked on voiceover videos, which I did, and then overall, like, I was like, I pretty much forced myself to be in a better mood, because I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and be all sad and depressed making voiceover videos and things. So I'm like, and then that was one video where I was like, I overall was like, I guess I was kind of like trying to like do a reflection of what I had going on in my life. In one of the voiceover videos, it was like about like this sad cow and things, and I went ahead and I was just all like, gave myself some exercises. I'm like, let me just like laugh about myself or kind of make fun of the situation so I can overall feel better. I do that sometimes. Like, if there's something like really bothering me, I try to like crack jokes about it. So yeah, beginning of the year, beginning of the quarantine. It felt like this whole quarantine thing was a year. Like, I feel like I've been in quarantine for the whole year. I mean, they've been talking about this virus, it seems like, for the whole year. So I'm like, bruh, when is this virus going to be over? I feel like if this virus would have never happened, I probably wouldn't have, you know what? No, I probably, the stuff that I was dealing with, I probably would have been crying. I probably had still been crying because I had to go to work, deal with crazy customers there and stuff, and then having to come back home, and then, I'm like, there's like videos I could have been doing, and I can't, I'm like, oh yeah. I definitely would have I probably had disappeared from YouTube for a while, but I felt like I had nothing else to do, so I had no choice. I really had no choice but to make videos and things. But anyways, yeah, this quarantine thing sucks. Like, but yeah, don't give up on your dreams, people. So anyways, yeah, I passed that 15-minute mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. So anyways, thank you guys for watching in or listening. If you're new to the TMossBoss show channel, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe. However it's set up. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching in or listening, and peace.